I just wanted to see the light gizmo.
Oh, we've got a new light in the...
stay on for as long as possible.
We've got a new light in the Streambo that reacts to noise.
Yeah.
So it's quite distracting.
I have now already dubbed it the clapometer.
The clapometer.
So we can like rate audience reaction to movies if we ever did this in front of a live studio audience.
Maybe I'll put a video of it in the Discord so people can see what we're talking about.
Which might be my
new
life goal. Yeah.
Just don't get distracted by just watching it all the way through.
I probably will. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. It's the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
It is indeed.
We're here to give you all your news in the world of streaming and movies.
Yep.
And throw a little bit of chat right in there.
That's what we do. Movies and chat.
How are you, Adam?
I'm wonderful, thank you. How are you?
Great. Did you have a good week?
I've been to London.
Oh, lovely.
Went to the Big Smoke for the weekend.
Nice.
It was nice. It was very lovely. It was very hot. Well, it wasn't hot. It just felt really humid.
Yeah, a bit close.
I think London's always like that, though, isn't
Can
it?
be.
Quite close. I felt like I was sweating the whole time we were there.
Make your bogies grey.
Yeah. It wasn't.
What always happens.
What it did.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the air on the tubes or something. I don't
It's
know.
just the air.
Yeah, maybe.
It's that.
It was a bit of a stress getting down
Smog.
there because we were planning on driving down, and then the traffic on the M1 was ridiculous, so we
Okay.
ended up getting the train.
Okay.
Then the train got cancelled,
Oh man.
but the train that they replaced it with was earlier than the one that got cancelled, so that was confusing. So we got down there in the end. We went to see The Play That Goes Wrong
I've seen it.
on the
Yeah.
West End. It was wonderful.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a right laugh.
it was. It was very funny. I've heard good things about it before. I've never seen it before, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'd highly recommend it. It's
Yeah,
very,
because
very funny.
you're not necessarily a comedy guy, but I don't think how anyone would watch that and not find
No.
something there funny.
It's very slapstick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very. I don't know if I'm not a comedy guy. I don't like comedy movies, but I like comedy.
Yeah, especially
general.
in a setting like that where
I watch,
everyone's taken away with it.
Yeah,
And
I
laughing
go watch a lot of
and-
stand-up comics and
Yeah.
sitcoms and things.
I've seen a
don't
couple
like
of
comedy
their
films.
productions. I've seen a play that goes wrong, and then there's another one that's I may not be getting the title exactly right, but it's something like the bank robbery that goes wrong.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
There's
also good.
Peter Pan Goes Wrong as well. That's
Yes.
their Christmas one. Because
Yeah.
that is coming back to the West End next month, I think they said at the end, because they were advertising it at the end.
It's just basically their version of a pantomime.
Basically, yeah. But
Yeah.
And the Palladium pantomime this year is Peter Pan. So
But you've got all the slapsticks, wobbly sets, and
and
people
things falling off
getting
the walls, people falling over.
lines in the wrong place.
Yeah, it was very funny.
It's good.
I
It's very well
much enjoyed it.
constructed show.
Again, it was very hot in the theatre.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good weekend, all in all. I enjoy going to London.
Sure.
It's fun. So yeah, going again next week with you.
Yeah, we are going, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be fun as well.
We'll talk about that.
We will talk about that when
get
we
back.
have been and done it.
Fine.
What have you been up to?
I did not travel as far as you
Okay.
at the weekend, but I did do something I was a bit proud of on Saturday.
Okay. What have you done?
I went to 2 barbecues.
2 barbecues.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like one for lunch, one for dinner.
Wonderful. It's funny, isn't it? When you get one warm day in the summer, everybody just has a barbecue.
It wasn't that well. It was warm,
Yeah.
but damp. And the funny thing is, at both barbecues, literally as the food was being served, the heavens opened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So about 1 o'clock, and then like 6 o'clock in the evening. And yeah, so I'm there with an umbrella above the pit master at the party at lunchtime.
How very British.
And then everyone just, the family one in the evening, everyone just scarpered inside, and me and my father-in-law were like,
Which
it's
was-
not that bad, it'll pass.
Which was the better barbecue?
It was a very different audience for both, because the first one was a kids' party,
Oh, okay.
so it wasn't as focused on the
Quality of food.
quality of food.
Lots of burgers and sausages.
Yeah, whereas the second one was like a family, there was sides and salads and everything.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Cool.
But
I went to a barbecue restaurant in London. That was cool.
oh, cool.
It was on Covent Garden.
Yeah.
Let me show you a picture.
Okay.
There was
Great.
this is very
Medium for podcasts.
yeah, very good for podcasting. I think you'll be impressed by it, though. I'll put it in the Discord as well. I've just got to find it.
That's fine.
Keep talking.
What's your favourite barbecue item?
Ooh, now that's the difficult one. Are we talking
Or meat?
meat? What's my favourite meat? I do like a good
On a
burger.
barbecue.
You can't beat a good burger.
Yeah. What would you have on your barbecue? Your ideal burger that comes off a barbecue?
Cheese.
Just cheese.
Just cheese.
Any sauce?
Ketchup.
Okay. There's no wrong answer.
Maybe I know.
No,
It's just
don't
like,
be
I feel like
questioning
this
it.
goes out to America, and when we talk about barbecue and when they talk about barbecue, it's a very different thing.
I think I want some onions, please, on mine.
Yeah, nice few onions would be good.
Okay.
Bit of salad, maybe.
Well, don't push it.
Look at this picture. That's the bar.
Oh, that's a lot of
It's crazy, isn't it?
whiskies and.
I've never
bottles of-
seen so many liquor bottles behind a bar. They had to have a ladder to get to some of them.
That's amazing.
It was crazy.
I would never remember where I'd last put.
I don't know how they
the
find
one I
anything.
put down.
I genuinely don't know. I'll put those pictures in the Discord. It was a crazy place. I had a brisket sandwich and
Oh,
it got
lovely.
link sausage on as well.
Oh,
it was the
I've
bomb.
not had my dinner yet. I'm making me hungry.
Same. It was called the Big Easy in Covent Garden. If anybody's interested.
Excellent. That was that. And then the next day I went to a maze.
A maze.
Yeah.
Nice.
Went to a maze and it was massive and it was in the shape of a turtle. And
Nice.
it took a couple of hours.
Really?
And, yeah.
Wow.
There was like 15 things to find. And it rained after we'd been in there for 5 minutes. And there's nowhere to hide
Oh no.
in a maze.
No, there's not.
And
Famously open.
so our map, we had to really be careful because our map was at high risk of disintegration.
And that's the last thing. You don't want to be stuck in a maze with no map.
No, because we'd have been there still probably.
Yeah, probably. Sending in a search party. Did you find your way out in the end?
Yes, followed.
Did you have to get out or did you have to get to the middle? Because sometimes mazes are different, aren't they?
Well, the gimmick here was that you had to get to all 12 boards, answer the question, put your question answer in your little pamphlet, and then crack the code to find the answer at the end.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So, yeah.
Sounds fun.
It was good. They do it in a different shape every year, and this year was
Oh,
a
really?
turtle to help the sea turtles.
Nice.
So,
I like that.
yeah, that was good.
Cool.
I have a feeling there was something else I wanted to mention as well.
Okay.
I can't for the life of me remember what it was.
I hate it when that happens.
But barbecues and mazes were the main two things I wanted to bring up, I think. in
Sounds
what
like a
I've
fun
done this
weekend. I like it.
So,
Good.
okay.
Should we do some Netflix news?
Yes, we better.
And then if you think about what you wanted to talk about, you can just interrupt yourself.
Fine. I'm sure I did something else, but it doesn't spring to mind.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with some religious news. And
Okay.
that is that following its cancellation by Netflix a couple of months ago, the news that Warrior Nun shall return.
Yeah. Big news.
Not as a TV series, but as a trilogy of feature films.
There's quite this turnaround for this show.
It is a bit.
Yeah.
There is no confirmation of where this is landing
Okay.
yet, but someone
Someone has done it.
has given Simon Barry, the series creator, and executive producer Dean English, sounds like a made-up name.
It does. Johnny's brother.
Yeah, permission to go ahead with a trilogy of movies. Now, look, we're saying feature films. My take on this is very much think of TV movies
Yeah.
rather
100%.
than, there's no cinematic release.
No,
here,
nobody's
I don't
going
think.
to the cinema to watch Warrior Nun.
But we have a theory, don't we, a little bit,
We do.
on why this has happened.
It's being reported that the fan petitions have done this.
And
This is
I'm
not-
sure they've done no harm.
Yeah. I
But-
don't think they've done as much good as people are saying.
I think Warrior Nun has definitely benefited from timing in terms of the SAG-AFTRA strikes that are going on,
Yep.
because this is a European series
Is not affected by the strikes.
Yeah.
So therefore content can be created.
and they can start rolling.
Yep. And they will very
and fast
soon.
track this trilogy of movies wherever they're going to end up.
I'd be surprised if it's not Netflix, but
Do you think they're just distancing themselves a bit because at this stage,
Yeah.
because it will make them sound a bit stupid?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so, but we'll see. I just don't see anybody else picking it up.
You can spin it, can't you? You
Yeah,
can
of
say
course
if
you
you're
can.
Netflix, you can say, we listen to you.
That's exactly what they should be doing. And that's what some of these sites are reporting has happened. But I'm a little bit more skeptical on that
Yeah.
than maybe some people.
Because, what's 3 movies? It's just 6 episodes put together.
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly. Although there is talk of
Say
like
what
an
it is.
extended universe as well afterwards. And well, obviously we need to see how these 3 movies do. But it's an interesting turnaround.
My wife watched the first series of Warrior and she quite enjoyed it. I sort of was in and out, but it was fine.
I've never
What it
seen
was.
it. I have no idea.
There's a nun
Yeah.
and she just fights people.
Sweet. Sounds right on my street, to be fair. I might actually check it out. Cool. Yeah, we'll keep more information on that as we get it, because we will definitely be getting more on that very soon.
Some more information on a show we talked about a few weeks ago is that you can now find the first teaser for the Scott Pilgrim animated show.
You can indeed. I've seen it.
It also has a name.
It does.
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
Yep. It's not as catchy as Scott Pilgrim versus the World, I don't think, but
Arrives on Netflix on November the 17th. I've seen the trailer as well. I really like the animation style.
I do as well. I love it. It's a lovely style. I don't know what's going on with this website.
And just a reminder, pretty much everyone from the movie is reprising their role in voice form.
13 years after the movie came out, everybody's coming back.
So yeah, Michael Cera, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Kieran Culkin, Chris Evans, Anna Kendrick, Aubrey Plaza, Jason Schwartzman, Brie Larson, Alison Pill, Brandon Routh, everyone. What a cast.
That's a heck of a cast.
Edgar Wright is executive producing. Brian Lee O'Malley, who created the original graphic novels, is co-showrunner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you seen the name of the other co-showrunner?
Ben David Grabinski.
Ben David. Why has he got two first names? It's cool.
Maybe they couldn't decide.
But no, if you've not seen the teaser, check it out. It is actually really good. There's a really nice style to it. So I'm expecting nice things from that.
I should probably rewatch that movie.
I haven't seen
it
it since it came out, probably.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
November the 17th. Things really move fast when Netflix want them to.
They do.
And I say that because last week we talked about the arrival of a strange app on iOS, which basically turns your smartphone into a games controller.
Yes.
And this was a Netflix app.
This was literally last week we were talking about this.
We were. And we said, something's going on here. What's Netflix's next gaming move going to be? And by word, like I say, they've moved fast, because you can now beta test some cloud streamed games from Netflix straight to your TV.
Yeah. And control it with your phone.
And control it with your phone. If you have a certain type of TV, which I will outline shortly.
Okay.
Because Netflix Vice President of Games, Mike Verdu, has released a statement saying, "We are launching a limited beta test to a small number of members to allow people to try, streaming games to TVs and web browsers. There are only 2 games available so far.
Okay.
Oxenfree.
Yep.
And a new title, Molehue's Mining Adventure, which is a gem mining arcade game.
Sounds fun.
While playing on your TV, you can control games by using your smartphone. If you've got an Android device, the controller is accessible through the Netflix app, whilst if you're on iOS, you will need to download a special controller app.
That makes sense, because we were wondering last week why there was only an iOS one and not an Android one, so that makes more sense now.
If you want to access the games on the web, then you can use a mouse and keyboard. Would you like to know the TVs and devices that support Netflix game streaming as of today?
Yes, please.
Amazon Fire TV, streaming media players, anything Chromecast with Google TV, any LG TVs, Nvidia Shield TV.
Nvidia.
That's what I said.
You said Nvidia.
Same. Any Roku devices and TVs, any Samsung smart TVs, and the Walmart On.
Cool. Asda sell them over here, so if you've got one of them.
More devices will be added on an ongoing basis.
Are you among those people?
I think my TV's LG. I think. So I will go and have a
You've
look.
got a Fire TV anyway, haven't you?
I've got a Fire Stick.
Yeah, that's what it says. Amazon Fire TV streaming media player.
So
I've got a
potentially
Samsung.
on both my TVs downstairs. I can try that.
I've got a Samsung Smart TV as well, so we should be good.
I will have a look, and I've got an iOS thing, so I will.
True. How do we get into this beta? Is it just randomly people are being selected, or can you sign up? What's going on? Doesn't say.
I have not read that far ahead.
It doesn't say.
Pass.
I imagine people are being randomly chosen.
I would assume so.
Or not, maybe not even random, just like invites are going out, maybe.
Sure. Look out, and if you find one, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
See what happens. Only in Canada and the UK currently.
That's interesting.
We have the
isn't
selected
it?
beta test countries.
It's a really exciting idea.
Mm.
It's, mobile gaming is a world of its own, but actual like sitting and playing a game on a TV is what gaming's always been.
Yeah.
So if they can get into that world,
yeah,
that's quite exciting.
And it's just like, I know what we're talking about at the minute is, effectively mobile games.
Yeah.
But do you think this is a viable way to
game streaming services
make and produce like a triple A? I don't know. Netflix get the rights to, well, they make their own, I guess.
They'll make their own
off their own.
Yeah, I can't see why not.
Properties.
I can't see why not. Game streaming's been a thing for a while, so yeah, go for it. I love the idea of using your phone as a control pad.
Yeah.
I think that's really clever. It's maybe not the most ergonomic of things, but I think it's a really cheap way of doing it. A really nice, cheap way of doing it.
It will be interesting to see, how they make strides in this marketplace.
I downloaded a Netflix game off Netflix
Okay.
onto my phone when I was on the train on Saturday because I was bored.
Yeah.
I got Sonic Dash.
Okay.
It's good fun. I enjoyed it.
It all work okay?
Yeah, it all worked fine. I downloaded it on the train's Wi-Fi and played it a few times now. It's a bit like, remember Temple Run?
I do, yeah.
It's a bit like that.
Yeah.
But just with Sonic. It's good fun.
That was a huge thing about 5 years ago.
It was, yeah. Probably more than that, to be fair.
Never let it be said that we're not down with the kids.
Oh, no, absolutely.
And not only can we say that, but so can Netflix.
I heard this on the radio the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because
that's how down with the kids are.
you're right there. Because a quite in-depth survey of 60,000 children.
That's a lot of children.
Aged between 7 and 14 across the UK has revealed what are the coolest brands in their opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely wouldn't trust anything a 7 to 14-year-old would say.
No, but
we've got to aim marketing at parents and kids. So there are no UK brands in the top 10. Yeah, but Netflix is number 1.
Netflix is the coolest brand.
Coolest brand.
For 7 to 14.
Apparently, yeah.
I find that fascinating because
I wouldn't have expected Netflix.
I wouldn't either. I would have expected like TikTok or YouTube or I don't know. It just doesn't.
So YouTube was the previous.
Oh, okay.
Tabletop
so Netflix
last year.
has knocked YouTube
Yeah,
off.
YouTube is down to 2nd.
Wow, I wonder why. I wonder what's cool about Netflix for kids.
I don't know. Wednesday?
Yeah, maybe.
Stranger Things? I'm not sure.
Could be Stranger Things.
3rd was McDonald's.
Yeah, fair.
Do you think? Because I always think McDonald's is.
Yeah, but kids love McDonald's.
Yeah,
you only
true.
have to go to McDonald's, and there's always loads of kids in McDonald's, no matter when you go.
4th was Nike.
Okay.
And 5th, a new entry.
Yeah.
Oreo.
Oreo?
Yeah.
That's surprising as well, isn't it? What I'm most surprised about is I've heard of all 5 of the top 5. But I thought you were going to say some really random stuff that I've never heard of. But
One of the biggest fallers,
yeah,
if we're doing like a Hello Pop Pickers type thing, is Minecraft.
Oh, really?
Which last year was 6th and has fallen to 28th.
Minecraft is not cool anymore.
Yeah. The top rated British brand only came in at place 32.
What was that?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive that it still gets there 20 years later.
I suppose it is, isn't it? I suppose it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Surprisingly, Prime.
Yeah.
Only 82nd.
Really? That is really surprising.
Yeah.
Who are these kids that are being asked?
So all the people that love Warrior Nun. And they've brought it back, obviously.
Wow. Yeah, it must be. That's really interesting. I wonder, did your kids get asked?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think so.
Would they go with Netflix?
Do you know what? I don't know if they go with it as top, but they would. I think they would rate it highly.
Really?
Because they chiefly watch
Netflix
and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's fairly. I don't think that's a million miles away because I think they would name Netflix. I'm sure they would name YouTube because they use YouTube, and I'm pretty sure they'd go with Nike.
Big fans of Oreos?
Maybe not so much.
I just don't see that as a brand, do you? You don't imagine it as a brand. Wow, crazy. See, you get lost in your own algorithm, don't you? Because I look at Netflix and I think I can't think of much on there for kids, but I don't watch anything for kids, so it's not in my algorithm. So I'm sure there must be loads of cool teen dramas on there.
My youngest has done nothing but watch. You know, every time she wants to watch TV at the minute, she wants to watch, for example, The Loud House, which is like a Nickelodeon show, but it's on Netflix. That's how she watches it.
Well, there we go then. That's probably what's happening.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
very interesting. Yeah, I was very surprised.
Okay. News this week that Netflix has commissioned a new drama series set in the glamorous location of Northamptonshire.
Nice.
Corby, to be exact.
Corby? Lovely part of the world.
Famous for the trouser press.
Yeah.
But which are really difficult to remove from hotel walls. But sorry, that's an Alan Partridge reference. That's not what this show is about. Netflix have commissioned a drama about a landmark toxic waste case.
That sounds great.
In 2010, Corby Borough Council admitted it made mistakes in the cleanup of the town's steelworks.
Right, okay.
Many families reached an out-of-court settlement after they said their children were born with birth defects. A drama about the case called Toxic Town.
That's a really good advert for Corby.
Has been written by Jack Thorne and already signed up to star Jodie Whittaker.
Doctor Who?
Yes, and Amy Lou Wood.
Oh, from Sex Education.
In the supporting cast, Robert Carlyle.
Oh, nice.
Rory Kinnear and Brendan Coyle.
Oh, wow.
Who is actually from Corby.
Oh, Brendan Coyle?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome.
It is a 4-part series that Netflix have commissioned, and we will see at some point in the next 12 to 18 months, I would imagine.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, there's a writer's strike in America, so we write about Corby waste leaks, but
it's all fun and it's all sunshine and light, isn't it? With these British dramas that Netflix are making. We heard about the Lockerbie drama.
Yeah, last week,
and now toxic waste.
No wonder people don't think Britain's a great place.
Guess what?
What?
Netflix is going all in on the old sports documentary.
Okay.
I think we might struggle to call this one Drive to Survive, though.
Oh.
Because next up on the Netflix sports documentary formula is running.
Running?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
you might
sport,
struggle
isn't
with
it?
That's literally the opposite of driving.
A 6-part series which will arrive in 2024 following some of the fastest athletes in the world.
Okay.
It will chronicle the running lives of elite runners in the United States, United Kingdom, Italy, Ivory Coast, and Jamaica. It will offer an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the high stakes and mental toughness of the sprinters who devote their entire lives to crossing the finish line in record time, where their professional futures are decided in just fractions of a second. That all comes from Deadline. It does come from the same production company as Drive to Survive, Full Swing, and Break Point.
Cool.
How do you like them apples?
Yeah, I like the idea of that. You don't really know much about runners, do you? It's just they're just people that appear every 4 years and run a bit, and then you never hear from them again. So
yeah, it feels like that's because that's where the big money is, but it feels like a tough lifestyle because maybe a bit like tennis. If you're not at the top of the tree, you've got to, it's all down to sponsorship. You've got to get yourself around the world, get to all these meets, and
it must be so frustrating when somebody's faster than you, because it's like
sure.
no, you know what I mean. That sounds really stupid, but there's always like a Usain Bolt, and if you're not Usain Bolt, you're never going to be as fast as Usain Bolt.
You're just racing for second.
You're just racing for second all the time, and you must know I'm never going to beat that guy. So it must be so frustrating when you've dedicated your whole life to something and you know someone's just a little bit better.
Bad timing, because you're at the same time as...
Yeah.
Around the same time as that guy.
But there's always going to be one, isn't there? There's always somebody who's got to come last. But they've still dedicated their life.
True.
They've still dedicated their life to that sport.
Yeah.
And it's just, I suppose it shows it up a bit more because it's not a team event, it's one person.
Sure.
There's always a football team that's got to come last.
Of course
but you can still have good and bad players in the football team. Interesting. I might watch that one. Sounds fun.
A bit of a warning next.
Warning.
For any Disney Plus subscribers.
Okay.
Because as of November 1st, there is going to be a price rise.
The prices are going up.
Yeah.
The
And
password sharing thing got announced last week. The prices are going up this week.
you've got to be careful because Disney are introducing a new set of plans.
Okay.
So if you are currently paying the current standard Disney Plus plan in the UK, which I believe is a $7.99 a month if you pay monthly,
Sounds fair.
you will be automatically moved onto their new premium plan,
Right.
which will cost £10.99 a
It's
month,
going up £3 a month.
unless you opt out.
Okay.
So it is on you
That's
to
bad,
go and
isn't it?
change your
That stinks.
tier.
That stinks a little bit.
Sneaky that is, isn't it?
I don't like that.
So there will be a difference in the tiers. So some of the high-end features on your current $79 standard plan will be moved to the $10.99 plan, i.e. 4K Ultra HD will not be available on the $7.99, which you currently get.
Scumbags. Can you imagine if Netflix had done that?
Yes.
The media would be all over them.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Completely all over them. £3 a month more and you've got to opt out if you don't want to pay it.
You will also, if you decide to go down to the what will become the standard $7.99, you will only be permitted to have 2 people watching at any one time as opposed to 4, which you currently get. And the maximum video quality you will get is 1080p.
Wow. I don't think that's a good move.
It's a sneaky way to do it. If
is.
you're going to do it, just be
do it.
honest.
Yeah.
And do it the other way and say, it's up to you to move up.
Yeah. That's the morally correct way to do it.
It
But they're
is,
just
yeah.
hoping people don't notice.
Of course they are. What's £3 a month? People won't notice. If they are, we might get a couple of extra months out of them.
You don't even get anything any different.
This is why I'd be a terrible businessman, an entrepreneur
Yeah.
probably.
And they're going to
I've
start
got a moral compass.
They're going to start cracking down on password sharing as well as that.
Yes, and they are ad tiers as well. So yeah.
I'm not convinced by that.
So
Because as good as Disney Plus is, I mean, and it is still cheaper than Netflix, but Netflix is so much better. There's so much more content on Netflix than there is on Disney Plus.
yeah, and that's because Disney Plus just isn't as mature.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the strikes aren't going to help.
No, absolutely. They'll really hinder.
So yes, please, guys, go and check what you've got and work out what you want to do before 1st of November. This is our public service announcement. Don't get caught out.
Yeah, don't get caught by them.
Stick it to the man if you want to.
Next.
Oppenheimer
Okay. Great film.
has set a record, a box office record. It's a bit of a niche box office record, but I thought
Okay.
it was really interesting. It is now the highest grossing movie in US domestic history
Yeah.
to have never topped the box office charts.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's made that. So Barbie's just basically given it that record.
Correct.
Okay.
It has made, at current count, over $270 million. It's in the States.
Just domestic.
Just in the States in a month. But it's never been number 1.
And that's the highest ever.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Would you like to know the previous?
Can I have a
Yeah.
guess? I don't know if I'll
You
get
can.
it.
Do you want me to give you a timeline? I
Yes.
think you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
go back about 6 or 7 years.
Oh, okay. Less than I thought.
7 years. 2016. The record has been held since.
I don't know.
By the animated musical Sing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never got to number 1, but
Yeah.
was it? Okay, interesting.
But I can kind of get that because you get I think you can get a lot of longevity out of some of the animated movies if you release at the right time with summer holidays really and stuff like that. So
I wonder what held that off number one.
I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
It was chiefly held off by Rogue One.
Ah, makes sense.
One of the last good Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
a cool record to have.
A cool record, isn't it?
I don't know if Chris Nolan's going to think that's a cool record to have. But...
As long as people are seeing it, I think he's probably all right.
Barbie was an absolute juggernaut, and I don't think anybody expected it to be as big as it was.
Barbie this week also, I haven't got this as a news story, has joined the $1 billion club.
I saw that.
It's the 53rd movie in movie history to make over $1 billion.
Wow. At
the box office. I kind of in the back of my mind, I've just haven't managed to get it together quick enough. Got some sort of game cooking on $1 billion movies.
I like it.
Or at least I'd love to rank what's the worst and what's the best.
$1 billion movies.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be interesting. We should do that.
So maybe we
could do it as a bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Rank the 53 worst $1 billion movies.
Yeah, what's the worst, what's the best? Let's comment on them. Let's do that bonus episode.
Bonus episode.
Ooh, $1 billion movie bonus.
Keep your eye out for next time Nick goes on holiday. Which won't be long.
Probably not. I wish.
Next.
So, next, I want to talk about toys.
Right. I always want to talk about toys.
So, did you see, kind of went viral this week, all-round good egg, Randall Park, tweeted that Hollywood was taking exactly the wrong message from Barbie's success.
Right, okay.
And his point was basically, Hollywood seems to be suddenly going, make more films about toys. We've got all these properties. We talked the other week about all the Mattel stuff that's in development. And he said, that's wrong. That's the wrong message. What you should be taking from this is we need more movies made by women and girls, directed by women and girls, and aimed at women and girls.
And starring women and girls.
Exactly. The guy's spot on.
Yeah, he is, 100%. I find it incredible that people don't see that.
Yeah, it really is. Absolutely crazy. And just to show how crazy that is, the absolute flip side of it is the announcement this week that Hasbro has announced a new leadership team for its entertainment division.
We're going to get so many toy movies.
They will be headed by a guy called Oliver Dumont, who joins from E1, who are a production company they make loads of TV shows like Peppa Pig and movies. He will be joined by Gabrielle Morano, who is basically going to head up TV and entertainment, and Zev Foreman, who is going to head up Hasbro Films.
And they've both come from E1 as well.
Yeah.
So there's a big job vacancies at E1 if anybody's interested.
Sure. And they say there are more than 30 projects based on Hasbro IP currently in development across television and movies.
Jesus Christ.
We're talking brands like...
How many did Mattel have there? Like 60 something, didn't they?
Yeah, something like
that. So
that's
like nearly 100 movies that are coming with toy-based products.
So Hasbro, just a reminder to you, Dungeons and Dragons. We had a movie this year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Transformers, there's always a Transformers movie.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, they'll try and get that off the ground again. Nerf.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
There is a Play-Doh movie in development.
Okay.
I mean, it can't be better than Flubber, can it?
No. How do you do a Play-Doh movie?
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't really know what it is.
It's a card game, isn't it, for nerds?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's got a great...
That feels like prime make a movie out of a card game.
It's going to be more like...
It's going to be characters.
Lord of the Rings type stuff, isn't it? Peppa Pig. The juggernaut that is Peppa Pig. And My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Fine, that's been around.
That's fine. Wow. I can't wait for the Play-Doh movie. Isn't that what Nick Park was doing for years?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and it's all going to have to be try and be like meta and...
I read somewhere the other day somebody was pitching a connected toy universe because Will Ferrell's in both the Lego movie and the Barbie movie is a similar character. And I'm like, no, fuck off.
I do wonder how much of this is going to get off the ground. You know,
lots.
Interestingly, just to round off on the Barbie stuff, I was also reading this week again, not an official news item, but just interesting to hear that no one involved in Barbie, either creatively in terms of writing, directing, so Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach and Margot Robbie, plus any of the cast, have a sequel contract.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems...
They're all one and done.
That seems an oversight.
Which is going to make it very expensive to do a sequel.
Yes.
Because they will be able to pretty much name their terms.
Yeah, 100%.
So, maybe it doesn't need... Well, it doesn't need it. But, you know, it's what story is left to tell for that character?
Yeah.
Nothing. But that's not the way the world works, is it?
I heard the other day that Margot Robbie has $1 billion bonus clause in her contract that if the film goes over $1 billion, she gets a huge bonus.
Yeah.
I read that the other day.
She will... Yes. She'll be all right out of
She's done all right out of
movie.
it. I think hundreds of millions is the numbers people are talking.
But yeah, no one is signed up for a sequel.
I mean, it will definitely happen, but like you just said, it's going to cost a lot more now than it would have done. Mm-hmm. That feels like an oversight. Hope you like toys, because there's lots of toy shit coming.
And then finally, we have. Should we say right now we've not got a real talk?
Yeah, we also made an oversight this week.
Call it an admin error.
Call it an admin error. We completely forgot to do a real talk this week.
We don't.
But
we've got a couple of things.
We've got other options
to fill the gap, and I'll do the first one. So
okay.
This week, Time Out have released their list, and we know we love a list.
We do love a list on this show
of the 100 best comedy movies of all time.
Okay.
We love a subjective list, don't we?
This is not my area of expertise. But...
well, that's why I'd be really interested to see what you think of it. How do you want to approach this? Do you want to do top 25? Top 20?
Why not? I'm going to leave the computer where it is. You just talk me through them.
And you react, see what you think. Let's just... We've got some time, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got loads of time.
Let's just do the top 25. Top 25 funniest movies of all time.
Yeah, we've got
loads of time. Out. 25th, Bridesmaids.
Never seen it.
Have you not?
Nope.
I've kind of figured you would have seen that.
It feels like something that I would not be interested in.
I don't know if you'd like it. I just kind of figured it was so ubiquitous at the time.
Yeah. No, I never got to it.
At some point you would have caught it.
No.
It's the 25th funniest movie of all time.
People consider that to be like incredible, don't they? So maybe I would have expected it higher. That's what I'm trying to say there.
Okay. 24th is a Woody Allen movie. Play it again, Sam.
Haven't seen that.
1972. It's Woody Allen, Diane Keaton. I have not seen it either. Do you know what? I've not seen many Woody Allen movies.
No, and I think that's probably not a bad thing these days, is it? Is he cancelled now? I think he's cancelled, isn't he?
I think he's always on the verge. 23rd funniest movie of all time is Tootsie.
Tootsie? I haven't seen that either.
1982.
I know of it. I haven't.
Dustin Hoffman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman in drag. I think I've seen it.
I might have
many years ago, but it does not particularly stick in my brain. 22nd funniest movie of all time is Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'm up for that. That's fine. Although I don't know if it's that funny.
Oh, all right. Greatest comedy movie.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's a perfect movie, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe last per minute. Maybe not so much. 21st, Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
Great movie. Mel Brooks, Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
20th, Four Lions.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprisingly high.
I think so. Yeah. I was surprised to see that high.
Yeah, I am as well.
19th, Anchorman.
I'm surprised that's quite that low, to be fair. People love Anchorman. Even I like Anchorman.
I saw something the other day on, again, some funny person's tweet, which basically said, before memes, all it was men sitting around quoting Anchorman at each other.
Pretty much true. That is very true.
20 years old next year.
Is it really? Wow. Yeah. Jeez.
18, Doctor Strangelove.
Okay.
Again, for me, I not necessarily in my opinion, but my perception of what these lists usually are, that's quite low.
Yeah, it seems
I think.
Yeah.
17th, Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Lovely film.
Great film.
Conversely, I don't disagree with how high that up is.
No.
But I would say...
how high that up is?
Yeah.
All right, Yoda.
But is this sort of list maybe a bit surprising.
Yeah.
16th, Trading Places.
Okay. That's surprisingly high as well.
15th, Some Like It Hot.
Okay.
I thought that's top 10 material.
Yeah, me too.
In a list like this.
This top 10's going to annoy me, isn't it?
14th, Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Now, I watched Dumb and Dumber with my wife maybe 6 months ago, maybe a bit longer.
Okay.
And
doesn't hold up?
I'm not. No, not
I
so
never
much.
really. I was never a big Dumb and Dumber
Not
fan.
so much. 13, The Naked Gun.
Yeah. That seems about right.
12th, The Big Lebowski.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
I'm surprised it's that high.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
For in a list like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know a lot of people who just don't. It doesn't
register
It
with
doesn't
them.
register them. So.
It's a great movie, though.
11th, Borat.
Ugh. Really?
First one. I'm not reading the whole title. It's too long. 10, top 10. 10th, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Got to be in the top 10.
Yeah, I think so. Number 9, the Marx Brothers movie, Duck Soup.
Never heard of it.
Back in the 30s, it's exactly what I'd expect to be in this sort of list.
Yeah.
Number 8, Team America, World Police.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the South Park guys?
Yeah, the puppet one.
Yeah. No. That's not the 8th best comedy movie of all time.
I feel it's high. I also feel, again, I've not seen it for years, has some of that maybe wouldn't get made today.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen it since it came out, but I don't remember it being that good then.
It's number 7, a movie which is always in this sort of list, which I have never seen and students love, With Nail and I
have seen that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I remember watching it. Not that long ago, probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
It was all right.
Fine.
But yeah, you're right. It's a student film.
6th place, Steve Martin movie, The Jerk.
Yeah, 80s comedy.
Good movie, great movie. Number 5, top 5 big hitters now, Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that to be up there.
Groundhog Day.
At number 4 as well. That surprises me. I wasn't expecting that to be up there.
Number 4, another Woody Allen movie. Probably I would say, the one he's best known for, Annie Hall.
Okay. Again, not seen it.
Top 3, number 3, Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Number 2, Airplane.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
in terms of
fine
just
with that.
bang, 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 jokes per minute.
What's going to be number 1?
The top comedy movie of all time, according to Time Out. This is Spinal Tap.
Oh, yeah, I should have got that. I think that's generally considered the number 1 comedy movie. That's a surprising list.
I'm just going to scroll down.
Is Napoleon Dynamite
take
in
an
there?
absolute random number and see what there is.
I love Napoleon Dynamite.
It is in there.
Is it?
I found it, yeah.
Where is it?
It's in the top 41.
Oh, okay.
That is good for a little movie like that.
Yeah, for a little movie like that. I would take that.
I'm going to do a scroll and see where it stops.
What's it, 100?
100. Oh, I'm going to go to 100. Okay, bear with.
Scrolling.
54, The Man with Two Brains. Another great Steve Martin movie.
Yeah.
Cable Guy, number 70.
No.
That really
dreadful movie.
got mixed. Kingpin, 74.
Okay.
Oh, that's the other thing I did this week. I went bowling.
Oh, we got there in the end. Did you win?
There was a tie in the first game.
What?
So it was like kids on one lane, adults on the other lane. And the first game we had 2 of us drew. Never had that before.
I've never heard of that.
And I
before.
got worse as I went on. And
I always do. I always start off well, and then
I think I was 3rd out of 5 of us on the second game. It's a frustrating game. That
yeah, it is.
you know this, but Hot Fuzz squeezes in 98.
Oh, really? Is Shaun of the Dead in there?
Possibly. If it is, I've gone past it. 99. Mean Girls.
Okay.
Rounding up the top 100, obviously, is Meet the Parents.
Of course. Why not?
Don't. No. Not a good film.
No. I'm the most surprising thing is how high Team America World Police is.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
The 8th best comedy movie of all time. Yeah, that's surprising. Any more news?
That's all the news.
Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
Because of my busy outings previously discussed, I've only really watched one thing, I think.
Okay.
And that was settling down to watch a movie at some point this last week, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, okay.
Which has arrived on Disney+.
And what did you think of that?
I was pleasantly surprised.
It's better than it should be,
Yeah,
isn't it?
because I feel we've talked about it quite a bit. Marvel Burnout, really not enjoyed the last few Marvel movies I've watched.
Same.
I really enjoyed this.
I think that franchise kind of just stands on its own a little bit, doesn't it?
Everyone knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
The chemistry's there.
It's cast really well.
Straight into it. And
it's quite sad as well.
I didn't quite cry, but I was close.
Same.
I must say, on a couple of occasions.
Good.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what my eldest daughter thinks of it, because she really likes the first two.
Okay. You watch it without her?
Yeah, we thought, because I'd heard obviously there's a bit of sort of animal cruelty type stuff.
Are you going to let her watch it?
Yeah, I think she'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Cool. What about you?
Same. I've had quite a busy week, so I haven't really watched a lot this week. My TV didn't work in my hotel room on Saturday.
I mean, that's a bare minimum requirement.
It was very
surely
annoying. Luckily, it wasn't that big a deal because I was quite tired by the time we got back anyway. So I thought, well, I'll just stick something on my phone.
Sure.
So I put Netflix on. I didn't want to get into anything too in depth, so I was like, I'll try this new animated comedy that's come out. It's called Captain Fall.
Yes.
So I thought I'd watch a couple of episodes of that, and I fell asleep watching the second episode, and I've actually gone back to it. I've watched 6 or 7 now. It's actually quite good. It's good fun. It's batshit crazy.
Yeah, I keep seeing the trailer all up in my algorithm.
It's good fun. I mean, all those Netflix adult comedies, they're trying to find another BoJack Horseman.
Sure.
So all they're doing is just churning them out. There's loads of them.
Yeah.
And then they just cancel them after a couple of seasons if they don't work.
Well, it's the old thing of let's throw a load at the wall and see what sticks.
But I quite enjoy this. It's about Captain Fall is a latest in a long line of cruise ship captains from his family.
Yes. And
he is very, 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 very bad at it. He's the lowest ranked one ever to have passed cruise ship captain college. But he gets given a job on a cruise ship that's also a people smuggling vessel.
Yes.
So they want like an idiot to be the captain so they don't get found out what they're doing. And hilarity ensues. There's an episode where there's a man building a human zoo.
Okay.
And he's just got prisoners from different countries just doing the same thing over and over again. And it's so funny. And when they all escape, it's so funny. But yeah, I would recommend it. It's decent. I don't know how much longevity it's got because, like you say, these animated shows don't last very long.
Sure. Well, it sounds like fun though.
But it's good fun. It's funny. So yeah, that's all I've really watched this week. Cool. I've not finished it yet. I watched the 3rd episode of Only Murders in the Building.
Oh yes, I watched that.
Oh,
I watched the first 2. Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, that's come back onto top form straight away. There's a scene in the 3rd episode with Meryl Streep that is just like take your breath away good.
Yeah.
She shows up how good she is compared to the rest of that cast. She is amazing.
Yeah.
Because she's Meryl Streep and she's one of the best to ever do it. But even compared to the rest of that cast, there's a scene in that 3rd episode where you're like, that is banging. But yeah, it's great.
I think, it goes straight in there. That first episode, it twists a couple of ways that you're not expecting, and I'm really intrigued.
Me too.
With the mystery that they've set up.
Considering it's 3 seasons in now, and it's about people making a podcast about murder in one building.
Yeah.
To keep it fresh, it's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
But they have managed to do it again. So yeah, I'm intrigued already to see where they're going with it.
Yeah.
It's weekly releases on Disney Plus.
And
it's great.
The maybe the most remarkable thing about what this is trying to do this season is make you dislike Paul Rudd.
Yes. And almost achieving it.
So let's see if they can. They can get there.
That's an impressive thing to try and do. I must admit. And we didn't do a random question at the beginning either this week. We're not on form this week at all.
We're winging it.
We're just winging it this week.
Fine.
We've both had busy weeks. So yeah, as we mentioned earlier, we didn't do a real talk for this week. So we'll get back onto that next week. We love that feature, so we're not retiring it. Yeah. We just forgot.
Yeah.
So I've made a game. for Nick to play.
Amazing.
We played this game a few weeks ago. Well, it was probably a while ago now. A couple of months, maybe. I don't know.
Who knows with the time?
It's basically I will read you the cast list of a movie. You have to guess the name of the movie from the cast list.
I remember doing okay the first time, which I feel may have been a complete look.
So obviously I'll start with lesser known members of the cast and we'll go, I've got 5 members of each cast going from lesser known to the main actor in the movie. I've got 5 of them to do. So are you ready to start
Sure.
Adam's cashless game that he definitely didn't steal from Instagram? The first guy I'm going to give you in this film is Adrian Pasdar.
I know who that is.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I can picture him. He was in Heroes.
He was in Heroes.
And he's on TV shows.
Yeah, he's in loads of TV shows, but he's in this movie.
Okay.
The second guy I'm giving you is Whip Hubley.
Oh, great name. I've no idea who that is.
No?
No.
Meg Ryan is third.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I could have a guess because...
You can have a guess. You're welcome to have a guess.
You know, there's a couple of Meg Ryan movies that instantly stick out.
Very much, she's the third one on the list,
that's kind of what's throwing me out. Let's take another name.
Val Kilmer.
Oh, no, I'm not sure. Okay. I'm gonna say Batman Forever.
No.
Okay.
Do you want the fifth one?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Is it Top Gun?
It is Top Gun.
Meg Ryan in Top Gun.
Yeah,
I haven't
apparently
seen
so.
Top Gun for years. Is Adrian Pasdar in Top Gun?
Adrian Pasdar is in Top Gun.
Wow.
I know, blew my mind a little bit. And Whip Hubley is.
Sorry,
I only took that one
sorry,
because
Whip.
I took that one because I just loved his name so much. Are you ready for the second one?
Sure.
You didn't get that one.
No.
Jeff Pigeon.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That sounds like the type of name that should be in Garth Marenghi's diet.
It does, doesn't it? It sounds like the sort of name you make up.
Yeah.
Second one?
Yeah.
Bonnie Hunt.
Okay, so... Right, so I'm ruling out Jumanji, because you did that last time.
Correct. You would be correct to rule that out.
So I know what movie it's not. Go on, carry on.
Steve Buscemi.
Okay.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah, maybe.
This is an animated movie.
Oh, okay. Is it The Iron Giant?
No.
Okay.
Next name?
Yes, please.
John Goodman.
Is it a Disney movie?
Pixar, I believe.
Okay. Oh, it's maybe... right. Monsters, Inc.
It is Monsters, Inc. Well done. Can you guess who the fifth one was going to be?
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. This one's quite difficult, this next one.
Okay.
Sean Fry.
Oh, that means nothing. Small Fry.
Small Fry. That's, again, why I did it. Casey Martell.
Yep, still none the wiser. Carry on.
Dee Wallace.
I think I know who that is.
Okay. Who do you think that is?
I think I've got a picture in my head of who Dee Wallace is.
Okay. Do you know any movies she's been in? I mean, you do.
Yeah.
You will know this movie. But...
Is it Princess Bride?
No. Next one?
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore.
Okay. It's E.T.
It is E.T. Well done.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd get that one. Do you want to know the last one was?
Yeah.
Henry Thomas.
Okay.
Why has it gone really quiet?
It's the tension.
The tension's gone quiet.
I think your laptop's just fan has switched off.
It has. It seems to go really quiet all of a sudden. Tension music. Next one. Mimi Craven.
Continue.
John Saxon.
Okay. He's been on this show.
He has, indeed.
Yeah, okay, carry on.
Heather Langenkamp.
I would like to guess.
Go for it.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Correct. I don't know if the first one might give that one away a little bit. Do you want to know who the other two in the list were?
It must be Johnny Depp.
Yep.
And old Scissorhands.
Scissorhands,
who's
indeed.
not Johnny Depp.
The other Scissorhands. Technically knife hands, Robert Englund.
That's the chap.
Last one.
Okay.
Also a tough one. Ken Leung.
Okay.
What do you know who that is?
I'm not 100% sure.
He was Miles in Lost.
Oh, right, yes.
He's in loads of stuff.
Yes.
William Hurt.
Okay.
Francis O'Connor.
Is it a Marvel movie?
No.
Okay, continue.
Jude Law.
Is it AI?
It is AI. Well done. I'm impressed. Fifth one was
Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel Osment. Well done. Cool.
I love that game.
It's a great game, isn't
yeah,
it? It's a really good fun game.
Yeah.
I like it. We'll maybe do it more often. I'd be terrible at it.
You could adapt that and play in the Discord.
We could adapt it and play in the Discord.
Yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Maybe we will adapt it and play in the Discord. I'd be terrible at it if you ever did it for me. I think we're done. I think we've done a wave. You know what we didn't do at the beginning as well?
What's that?
Talk about last week's movie.
Oh, let's do that now, quick.
Okay.
Last week we...
This has been terrible this week, so I apologise. The episode's been good, but our organisation has been
just
shocking.
off format, it's fine. We've been doing it long enough that we can be flexible. Last week we watched Warriors of Future, which was your wild card choice for this season.
It absolutely was, and
do you know what?
I'm happy with it.
It was a great time.
Yeah, it really was.
A really fun movie.
It was a CGI fest.
Good CGI though.
Good CGI. Action all the way through. Silly story. Good acting. Fun film.
And you have been praised in the Discord
this
week.
Which is very rare.
So far, with people who have seen it as well and saying how much fun it was.
Also putting it at the top of their own stream tables and things like that.
Yeah.
Went top of our stream table.
It did.
I feel like I'm the one to beat in the wildcard race this season.
You have certainly set a benchmark. And for me, like I said last week, it's a hard recommend. Just fun.
It's just a really fun action movie. It's a great Saturday night pizza and a Magnum movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not watch it?
Really good choice.
Thank you. Little hidden gem on Netflix.
Let's see. Let's see what let's see if either Robin the randomizer or future wildcarders can beat that.
Beat it.
It's going to be a tough one, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's a long way to go. We're only 10 episodes into the season, so
what's coming this Thursday?
This Thursday, be right back here on this very feed. We are talking about a movie randomly selected by Robin this week, and it is an Irish coming-of-age drama.
Yeah, I think so. It's just called drama on IMDb. But
okay. I love the simplicity.
I think it is a coming-of-age, gritty coming-of-age drama.
It's called Here Are the Young Men.
It is indeed. It's dark. Very dark.
It's a bit grim.
Bit grim, bit gritty.
Yeah.
Bit dark.
Very Irish.
Very Irish with a lack of Irish people.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get to that on Thursday. So yeah, come back to us on Thursday to hear us chat about Here Are the Young Men.
I'll be interested to see what you think, because
I'm quite interested to hear what you think too.
I've not quite got a grasp on what I think you made of it. So.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, come back. Let us find out together on Thursday.
Cool.
With that, we'll see you there.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Bye.